Title: Observing Pumpkins Inside and Out, 4 to 5 years. The Count, Play, Explore logo appears in the lower right with the words Count, Play, Explore for early education. An educator slides an orange pumpkin to the middle of a table surrounded by children.
Can you guys touch the pumpkin and tell me how it feels on the outside?
The children touch the outside of the pumpkin.
Hard?
A chart to collect data on pumpkins is shown, listing information about pumpkin size, color, texture, and other details.
We can see that it's orange. What else do you notice on the pumpkin?
The educator and the children continue to feel the outside of the pumpkin.
It has some bumpy parts, like those don't look orange, do they? What color are they? Some gray, bumpy parts?
The educator records the children's observations on the chart.
You think it's skinny?
And the stem is green.
And the stem is green. What do you think the inside's gonna look like? Do you think it'll be green?
The educator begins to cut the pumpkin in half.
You think it's gonna be orange?
Wow, okay.
What'd you notice?
The educator sets the two halves of the pumpkin in front of the children.
It's orange on the inside. And there are so many seeds. What else do you see? It is orange on the inside.
The educator records the children's observations on the chart.
Can we put our hands?
You can put your hands in
The
it.
children begin to feel the inside of the pumpkin halves.
You think there's 1,000 seeds? We're gonna have to count them. We're gonna have to count them. What is it? Do you smell it? What does that kind of smell?
The children and educator lean forward to smell the pumpkin.
Yucky.
You think it smells yucky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The educator continues to record the children's observations on the chart.
It smells like a yucky squash. How does it feel?
A child holds up a handful of seeds.
I got a seed. It feels cold.
You did. It feels cold.
I got this much seeds. And I got this much seeds.
Another child grabs a handful of seeds.
It feels wet. I heard Eliana say wet. It feels wet.
It feels slimy.
And slimy and slippery. Oh man.
Gooey.
Gooey. Slimy, slippery, and gooey.
And the seeds feel hard.
The seeds feel hard. You want me to scrape some of it out for you? All right.
The educator uses a spoon to scrape out the insides of a pumpkin half.
Ooh, oh, look what happens. What does that look like? What does that remind you of?
The educator shows the children what scraping did to the inside of the pumpkin.
Pumpkin noodles. That's what I thought too. It reminded me of noodles.
The educator continues to scrape the insides of the pumpkin half.
Look at what happens when I scrape away the sides. You get a lot of pumpkin noodles, huh? Do you remember what those were called? Strands. I heard Riley say it. She said strands. Those are called strands. Here, I'll get it all out.
I really don't like this.
You don't like how it feels?
The educator dumps the insides of the pumpkin onto the table.
There you go. Pumpkin noodles. That's what it looks like to me, too.
The children feel the insides of the pumpkin that the educator scraped out.
Look at it when you scrape it. Did the white pumpkin have pumpkin noodles?
The educator scrapes the last of the pumpkin insides out and puts the strands on the table.
No, those have seeds
The white pumpkin did not look like this, did it? It looked totally different.
The children are using plastic tweezers to dig through the pumpkin insides.
You are finding so many seeds.
A child picks the seeds out of the other pumpkin half and puts them in a bowl.
I hope you can get them all out so we can count them.
Credits. A special thanks to the children, families, and staff at Placer Elementary School, without whose help these videos would not have been possible. The Count, Play, Explore logo appears in the lower right, with the words Count, Play, Explore for early education.